Hi guys, Ian from the Football Boots team. In today's episode of the Football Boots show, I'm going to be explaining why there are just 3 players in the world who can wear these boots. Well, at least professionals, you guys can wear them if you want to, and I'm going to show them to you in this video. So I want you to make sure you let me know what you think about them. So the boots in question I'm talking about are the Mercurial Dream Speed 3. They are the 3rd generation of the boots, and I'll get to them in a minute and we'll look at all of the details of them. Now Ronaldo, I can tell you, has been seen wearing them on pitch. He will be wearing them in games and they do match quite nicely with his Juventus shirt. I'll be telling you about all the details and why they are there on the boots. But to how we got to this point and why only 3 players can wear these boots, we need to go back a few steps. Back to when Ronaldo was wearing his chapter series of boots. That was when Nike started making a signature range for him. So he had his 7 chapters and they ranged from boot based on Madeira to his time in Lisbon, to his time at Manchester United, to his time at Real Madrid and winning trophies. There's 7 chapters for CR7. But after the chapters, what did Nike do next? Well, initially we thought they were going to bring out another boot just for Ronaldo, but it turned out it wasn't just for Ronaldo. Kylian Mbappe wore them as well. It was the level up boots. They were a white boot that had a kind of rainbow band design over the front of the boot, and it incorporated a lot of other older Ronaldo signature boots that he'd worn. So Mbappe joined him there, and the reason Mbappe joined him there is because he was the future of the Nike Mercurial. He was bringing the speed, he was bringing the fast, and he was such a big name for Nike. Moving it forward, Nike decided to create the Mercurial Dream Speed line. So the level up was the predecessor to this, and then they hit us with the MDS 001. They were worn not just by Ronaldo, but by Kylian Mbappe, and one of the biggest goal scorers in the women's game, Australia's Sam Kerr. Now, she banged in the goals with those, and the first pair of boots that we saw, MDS 001s, were a blue void boot. And after we had the ones, we're like, okay, cool, well, this is going to be a series. This is going to be a whole chapter of boots that's coming out. It took a little while. It took another year until we got the next edition, the MDS 002s. They were in the lemon venom. It was a kind of bright lemon yellow coloured boot, but it had kind of like a lime twist to it as well, I suppose. The colours kind of mixed over the upper of the boots. Nike decided that just these players were going to wear these boots, and we've been waiting a long time, and finally we've now got the MDS 003 coming out. The thing is, I'm a little uncertain why they are the colour they are. The one thing that seems a bit strange is there's just so many white Superflys out at the moment. So you've got the Flash Crimsons that have only just come out, the ones that we would have seen in Tokyo, but they're now just released this month. They're fantastic white boot. You've got those to bear in mind. Then you've got the Future Lab 2s. They were a white boot. Then you go back again, you had the Nouveau white boots that came out. Those were just for the emerging players. They were in white. And then you go back to the level ups and they were in white as well. It's just so many white boots that are eventually going to go yellow and green when you play and wear them on grass pitches, or even brown if you're playing them on muddy pitches. But that's to be said. Let's talk about a little bit about the details on these boots. The other thing that's interesting is Ronaldo's only just had his Safari boots, his signature editions that came out. He's had his Safari boots, and now these boots have got a Safari print on them. You can say they're very different to what we've seen from Mbappe, because Mbappe started getting his own signature editions. So he's had his pink ones, his Vapor Rosa ones that came out. Very different to those. And then obviously we've got the Bondi Dreams as well, the Mbappe X Bondis that came out, his first signature edition. And they were in the kind of green and grey with a splash of gold, so they're quite different. Sam Kerr hasn't had her own signature edition, but she is wearing these boots along with these players. They've got quite a few different details on them, but they're all quite subtle. It does have quite a gala glimmer to them on the sole plate, which is really interesting. So that front and rear section has this kind of blue sparkle to them. It reminds me of the gala glimmer boots that came out. Those were kind of the out of this world release. There's a lovely little sparkle to those, and he had another pair of silver sparkly Mercurials that he wore as well. So that's a really nice touch on the sole plate. On the upper, there's a little bit of iridescence. They change in the light as well. There are those little bands of Safari print, and it's using that Mercurial speed line graphic, goes through there as well. Now, the crisscross stuff that's on there, that's supposed to be the goal net, bulging for goals. And then also the pattern that you see on the back of it is all to do with like your dream formations. So they're all in different formations, 4-5-1, 4-4-2, 3-5-2, all little details like that. Apart from that, that's it really. It's quite a basic boot. There's not that much going on with it. But guys, let me know what you think about it. So the reason only 3 players can wear it is because Nike are really pushing this as their kind of signature edition. It still says in their designs and specifications of Cristiano Ronaldo, but they put in 2 other key players in there as well. So it's just not Ronaldo representing them, but it is a signature edition really for all those 3 players. But let me know what you think about these. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.